Welcome back to Ape Escape with me, Matthew Gaddis, aka Puggy. So today we will head to my least favourite level of certainly the primitive age, Dexter's Island. Mostly because of the music. And yes, we are going full on Jabu Jabu's belly here. Seriously. In the same case as in Ocarina of Time, we are going inside the belly of a giant beastie. Granted, it's not a giant fish, but, yeah. Dexter's Island is huge. The immediate outside area is actually really pretty, with only a couple of monkeys over here, one out here on the ship. There's actually an interesting way you can go out here to get this monkey, though there is another way of getting it without using the normal method, I'll say. There's also speaking of items, there's also a Spectre coin on the ship. Sadly, there's also a strong undercurrent pushing you back, seemingly. But yeah, but I'm gonna go into this area behind the seemingly mural of Spectre. Oh, maybe not mural, that's the wrong thing to say. But also in here is another monkey. So I will try and get him, although I may want to get the rock shooter enemies first. Just because they're annoying as hell. And they will easily get in my way, so just there. That monkey's just wanting to kill me, I think, with his laser gun. And he's, yes, he almost did do an there. But no, I got him. So pushing this switch will release a couple of turtles. And these turtles will allow you to actually reach the ship. Yeah, that's what they are for. Seriously. I don't know if I use them to get to the ship, but let's see. Or do I go straight into Dexter's stomach? Although the flying enemies are here. Another thing of note, there are 3 UFOs parked up here, so this must be where Spectre is at least launching them from at the very least, or maybe making them materialize going by the primitive beach level. Seriously. Quite opportunistic of those annoying birdies. So yeah. I do want that cookie. Dexter will keep his mouth open for as long as possible, I guess. I don't know if I'll use the turtle or not. No, I'm going inside Dexter's stomach. Well, I might as well describe the music here. Seriously, for whatever reason, this is the weakest track in Ape Escape, in my opinion. Yep, it is. It just sounds like it probably would have sounded good at a raid back in the late 90s, but holy crap, this sounds horrible. But beneath the ship, before I go on, is another Spectre coin. Absolutely. The sunken ship, should I say. It's just that Spike is quickly running out of water. I'm surprised he hasn't been digested by the stomach acids down here. But yeah, it requires you to go very, very deep. Deeper than in the Raining Lake level to get the Spectre coin. But let's talk about the music, because it just sounds like, to be honest, that sort of noise. It just, no. It is the weakest track in the game, in my opinion. Seriously. And seriously, especially since Jabu Jabu's belly, which this level definitely borrows from, is actually one of the more peaceful dungeon themes in Ocarina of Time. Seriously. Yeah, imagine Link going through Jabu Jabu's belly with this music in the background instead of the rather much more relaxing music. Seriously. Oh hell, if we're going by N64 games, maybe Banjo-Kazooie, the music inside, dare I say, Clanker's stomach. Seriously, Clanker's cavern. Although, when you go underwater, there's those very scary strings that Grant Kirkhope added, which honestly adds to the dread of being inside a giant mechanical whale. Yeah, no, we're having a rave in the belly of a giant beast, which, to be honest, given most of Ape Escape 1's soundtrack is techno music, I don't mind for the most part. It's just the noise is just rub me the wrong way, really. Anyway, over here by these giant, whatever these things are, upside down tonsils or something, is a red pants monkey. Seriously, these are probably among the even more dangerous than the black pants monkeys, because not only do they have you know, are able to shoot guns, they can also launch missiles and throw bombs. Seriously, making them the most dangerous monkeys in the game, other than Spectre himself. Seriously. The point where I just died to this guy, seriously. There is another monkey near to the sunken ship, but the problem with that is that we don't have the gadget to get him yet. And there's no monkey in the water, by the way, no. But there is that red pants monkey, not red monkey, no. We're not yet up to the Freaky Monkey 5, we're not up to Mr. Final resting place, Speed of Doom. Yes, that guy. Feel it. Anyway, that being said, that's exactly what he says in Ape Escape 3 does, the red monkey. Anyway, this annoying monkey needs to be caught. If not now, then a bit later in the game, then yeah, let's say monkey see, monkey gets. Probably the most annoying monkey in Dexter's stomach, to be fair. The hardest one to get, seriously. Even more so than the one where we will have to deal with the giant tentacles. Oh yes, I'm going there. I wasn't joking when I said this level went full Jabu Jabu. Seriously. But that being said, the next thing I'm gonna do is either go to the left or go up through the sunken. Well, half-sunken ship anyway. I'm surprised it isn't completely digested, but it must be a huge ship that even ate, or even Monstro ate that big of a ship, seriously. And he was, I don't know if it was much bigger than Dexter is, but yeah, you kind of saw him in Kingdom Hearts 1. Seriously. And it does kind of remind me a bit of Monstro. The only difference is we don't have Spike yelling, "Get me over here!" like Pinocchio was, which I'm glad, because I don't think I would have wanted to hear Spike say that, to be honest. Although there is someone we do have to free from something akin to the prisoner cage or whatever it was. But never mind that. As I say, this is more closer to Jabu Jabu. Hell, this game was released 1 year after Ocarina of Time, so yeah. It's impossible not to leech off of that game, I suppose. Or at least take the piss out of it, I suppose. Even though the status of Ocarina of Time is probably my second favorite classic Zelda game behind Majora's Mask. But, yeah. No, I keep missing that jump. Again, we will be getting a gadget in the next era, shall we say, that will certainly fix that problem. Seriously, and again, really good gadget in the Ice Age. I believe it's before the 3rd level in the Ice Age that we get it. So yeah. But for now, I'm having to make do with a Spike that does have a decent double jump, but his momentum is a killer, and I don't know why I am actually pressing the R1 button here, by the way, folks. Seriously, I am pressing the R1 button to try and make Spike do it. It's just my timing shit, really. Seriously. But, no. I cannot get to the top of this giant sunken ship. The barrel's a Donkey Kong reference? Seriously, I mean, yeah, because we already have a game full of monkeys. Why not reference Donkey Kong, one of the first, dare I say, well, in case of Donkey Kong, he's a gorilla, so, perhaps not a monkey, a primate, as it were, but more of an ape, but yeah. So that being said, let's go back through here and indeed get the remaining of these wow sort of things. I hate these. What are they like? red, like blood cells or something. Yeah, I don't think that they'll come up to me with a giant knife and say, "Die, you germ," or something. Seriously. But anyway, that being said, let's go down here and head into this pool. Indeed. I will get that monkey on top of the sunken ship a bit later. Seriously, because of the fact that Spike's jump is shit at times. Not all of the time. It's not a bad thing. It's still a bit stunted though. Yeah, especially compared to like Crash or Spyro. We're going to compare it to PS1 games. But over here we have a giant tentacle. Again, another thing left over from thing. The difference is, unlike with Link, Spike does not have to use a boomerang to destroy this thing. He can just do a spin attack, and it goes down, well, almost, it did hit me there. But yeah, goes down in 3 hits, seriously. Link tries to do that with his sword, he runs out of magic eventually, and he can't do it continuously. Seriously, what cheat codes have you been using, Spike? Well, none really. All you have to do is twirl the right analog stick, really. Anyway, in the next area, some more cookies here. And this is an interesting area because of what we get here. Because over here, in the next area, once we get to it, we'll go for a bit of a swim, yes, and emerge on the other end, where we will get more wow sort of enemies. Again, I am going to use the stun club to get rid of them. And then you can see in the far distance a couple of monkeys running about. So yeah, I may get that wow the distance spot. I don't know. Okay, I did get him. So yeah, hitting the monkeys with the slingshot will force them to fall down into this thing, and then they will run about like crazy, seriously, and try and get back up. Sometimes very easily because there's a little hole in the wall there. Anyway, that being said, this one's quite jumpy. This one's a white pants monkey and he got into the water, I think. So yeah, let's see if he's... Yep, he's gone for a bit of a swim as this monkey. Let's see if he comes out the other end. Yeah, he is. He's gone for a full swim, this guy. Anyway, monkey see, monkey get. So I have 3 monkeys left, so I can get the other one running about in the other area. And then we will get to probably the most interesting part of this level, and the part that really reminds me a bit of Clanker's Cavern. The only difference is we're not using the Wonder Wing here. So knock that monkey down. He'll come tumbling down again, and monkey see, monkey get. That was an easy one. And indeed, I'm going to get out of there and go to the right. Why am I getting back in the water? What the fuck? Go over to the... Okay, I don't think there's any more monkeys there. So I'm going to go over to the left because I don't want to fight the tentacle boss now. Or mini boss even. Through here, we'll need to use the dash hoop. Yeah, already reminded me. The only difference is there aren't the giant pincers that were in Clanker's Cavern. In this area, it's fairly similar to the last one. Only this time, the monkeys will come tumbling down in between. Be wary, though, there is a boulder in the middle of the area. Seriously. They get very hard to get each of the monkeys. There is a monkey quarter off to the left, but I'm going to wait for the next monkey to fall down because I only have 1 more monkey to go here. So yeah, monkey see, monkey get, and that's the level done. No more equal for a while, I think. So on the next episode, we'll move on to the Ice Age. An actual area I do like a lot more. Seriously. But I'll see you then. Goodbye!